Would it have been different if Candace Parker had NIL and Candace Parker was in commercials, or Skylar Diggins was in commercials when she was in college and stuff like that? Might have been. But this is the era that I feel like, perfect storm for Caitlyn and Angel Reese.
Hey,
What's
Rashad.
up, y'all? Welcome back, everybody. If you're new to the channel, my name is Rashad Milligan. This is the road to 5K subs. Tonight, man, I just want to go over the awards and everything like that. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so we're starting off at the Big 12 Conference. Co-players of the year. Gotta give it up to one of my children. We got Maddie Booker as a co-player of the year. I believe she's the only freshman in all the Power 5, bro. In all the Power 5 conferences who won at least co-player of the year in all the Power 5 conferences. And someone pulled up their stats right here, and they said Audie Crooks was robbed. All right, here we go. But someone said yeah. Someone was like, they pointed it out here. Maddie played better in conference. She had more points per game in conference play, more assists, and her defense was better. So you know what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't know. I didn't realize Audie was a freshman too. Oh my gosh, bro, the All-Freshman team, bro. This year, I know I talk about this freshman class all the time. All right, so you got Audie at the 5, right? Oh my gosh, you can probably put Maddie Booker at the 4 just for her height. It's just say for the conversation. Just walk with me here. Maddie Booker at the 4. You could put. Who would you put? Oh, man. Bro, the starting 5 freshmen? Hold on. I done ran into a whole nother video, bro. Starting 5 freshmen. Because you either going to have Full Valley or you going to have, Michaela Williams. It's going to be one or the other, bro, to start, bro. Either Full Valley or Michaela Williams, bro. Malaysia or Michaela. All right, bro. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I think from what we seen this season, I gotta go with the freshman of the year. I gotta go with Michaela. So my freshman team, bro, my all-freshman team. Controversial alert. I gotta go Hidalgo at the 1, Juju at the 2, Michaela Williams at the 3, Maddie Booker at the 4, Audie Crooks at the 5. With 6 women being Malaysia. Bro, what the heck? This class is crazy, dog. If I'm talking about the game about to fall off, I can't get that. All right. So yes. That's crazy, bro. What the heck what in the world is going on? All right, let me pull back up these end of the year list. Okay. So shout out to Skylar Van over there at Oklahoma. Shout out to Oklahoma, period, bro. Shout out Oklahoma had themselves a good year, bro. They've had themselves a good year so far, bro. Shout out to Tyler. Tyler over there with the No Cap podcast. The No Cap Show. Shout out to Tyler, bro. I follow him. I tried to get him to rock with me a couple weeks ago. He did not follow back. But salute to Tyler. I like what he's doing out there. And highlighting Oklahoma in a pivotal moment. I believe this is probably like his senior year too over there. So congratulations. Best of luck to you in school. Post school and stuff like that. And yeah. I'm sorry, I'm yapping. JJ Quinterly. Is she related to Jelly Fam? She's got to be. JJ Quinterly. All right, so she has one brother. So it's not her brother. They're not siblings. But they have to be cousins, right? I don't know. This is like, these are the things that they're like, I don't want to say tear me apart because that's going to sound crazy. But okay. Anyways, let's keep it going. J.J. Quinterly is the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. Peyton is the Newcomer of the Year. I agree with that. Coach of the Year goes to Oklahoma. Salute to Oklahoma once again. Sixth Player of the Year goes to Deanna over there at Texas. And Freshman of the Year, of course, is Maddie Booker. And yes, all right, cool. Let's give all the awards to the two schools who are about to lead the conference. Great thinking. Y'all on some isn't deserving? What? Oh, I guess those are like what? Iowa fans. But yeah, like they said, he played. I don't know, bro. You have to think because you can't look at the. It's tough because it's a season award. But what I'm thinking is like, it's difficult to not say Maddie, you know what I'm saying, deserves these awards and these honors because Maddie was on a team where the best player suffered a season-ending injury in the middle of the season. So when the best player, the senior Rory Harmon, suffered a season-ending injury in the middle of the year, it all of a sudden becomes Maddie Booker's team. As a freshman, that wasn't the plan coming into the season. You know what I mean? So for her to step up the way she has and to perform the way she has in those ranked opponents, those ranked matchups, those big games and stuff like that, I don't know. I think me personally, but like I said, this is one of my kids, so I'm biased when it comes to Maddie. But that's just what I see. So yeah. Shout out to Audie Crooks, though. Shout out to Iowa State. Shout out to, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody there. Shout out Ty Halliburton, you know what I mean? Shout out Ashley Jones, you know what I mean? All right. Pac-12, they got Cameron Brink as the Player of the Year. Juju Watkins as the Freshman of the Year. What do they have? Is this Defensive Player of the Year right here? And then they got Kiki as the sixth Player of the Year. Now, sixth Player of the Year, they got Gardner from Oregon State. I'm sorry. Shout out to the Beavers. Shout out to Michelle Obama and her brother. Oh, that's Princeton. But anyway, shout out to them. Shout out to Tara Vanderveer. Once again, Coach of the Year. Does it ever get old? Does it ever get like... Blah, 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 blah. That was the conference I forgot to pull up. Anyways, most improved, Kiki. Shout out to Kiki for that. Most improved. It really, for real, she just got more minutes. That's what it feels. It's like Ashlyn Watkins. It's like giving Ashlyn Watkins most improved, and she's like, I just play more. I literally just play now. That's the only difference. All right, here we go. Let me see. Okay, now we're in the SEC. It just means more. It just means more, man. Don Staley, congrats to Don Staley once again. Salute to Angel Reese, Player of the Year. Michaela Williams, Freshman of the Year. Cardoso, Defensive Player of the Year. And then we got Leilani over there as Sixth Woman of the Year. Shout out to Ryan Howard and what she's doing in Florida as well. So shout out to the SEC. You're not going to get an argument from me. Over there. ACC, they didn't post it on social media, so I had to go to their page. And here we go for ACC. All right, so all ACC, we got Player of the Year, Liz Kitley. Okay, this, can we talk about it? Let's talk about it. I think this was the thing that was arguably another debatable thing. With Liz Kitley getting it outright in the ACC, and for Cameron Brink getting it outright in the Pac-10. What are they? The Pac-10 or the Pac-12 now? They're the Pac-12 now, in the Pac-12. So with the season that Juju had and the season that Hannah had, it's very difficult to say that, like, all the records they've been breaking, like, regardless of class, like, not just freshman records, but just, like, national college basketball records. I think it's difficult to make an argument against either one of them being co-players of the year. If in the Big 12 you can have co-players of the year with the freshmen, I think you can certainly have that in the ACC, and you can certainly have that in the Pac-12. So that is one thing I think that is one thing that I might disagree with. And that's not an original take, by the way. Someone else brought this up earlier. And so salute to them and stuff like that. I don't want to take, credit, blah, blah, blah. Rookie of the year, Hannah Hidalgo, so she got freshman of the year. Coach of the year, Syracuse gets it. Sixth player of the year, Duke gets it. I didn't watch much Duke this season. And then most improved, Pitt. I believed I watched like a Notre Dame game against Pitt, but that was kind of it. But I was really focusing on Notre Dame. And yeah, Sanaya Rivers gets votes for All ACC first team. Shout out to Sanaya Rivers, man. Shout out NC State. Does NC State get any more love? Yeah. James, the junior guard, she got some love too on first team. Georgia, a Moore, of course, hands down. Fair, of course, hands down. Tania from Florida State, she been hooping all season. And I think I showed her some love this season. But, yeah, she been hooping all season as well. Deja Kelly, of course, giving off the strength. And, yeah. Shout out Amari Robinson. Shout out West Bell. Amari, Douglasville legend, Douglas County legend, Georgia legend. Georgia. Sonia Critern. Y'all know how I felt about her first couple seasons and stuff like that on this channel. If you're new to the channel, we wrote about it. We got Liv Cochran at the bottom right here. Kyra Dunn. Some familiar names up here on the second team. Georgia Tech is in the building and the second team. Salute to them. Shout out to Kiki Jefferson over there at Louisville. And Johnson at Virginia. She been hooping for real. She been hooping and putting on for Virginia and the Cavaliers over there. So shout out to her. I've been seeing her name and stuff like that a little bit more, especially towards the end of the season. All defensive team, we got Miss Stills herself, Hannah Hidalgo. We got Michaela from Florida State. Put me on right there with her. Liz Kitley, Sanaya Rivers, and then Wagner from Boston College. Putting me on to Wagner as well. Okay. Most improved. We got King. Okay. All right. Sorry, y'all. I'm just in y'all face. Shout out Kenny Brooks. Was Kenny Brooks the one that just gave the speech about women's basketball and him being thankful about women's basketball finally getting its flowers? That was a beautiful speech, Coach Brooks. Westmore, shout out Westmore. But Syracuse coach gets it. So, yes, that's the ACC. Let's move on to the Big Ten. Dun. I wonder who's going to be the player of the year. Any guesses on who's going to be the player of the year in the Big Ten? All right, here we go. I honestly think it's going to be the big from Ohio State. All right. Where is that? They done gypped me. The complete all 10 Big Tens can be found. Why did they do that? Now, why did they do that in a whole PDF file? Player of the year is Caitlin Clark. Hey! Defensive player of the year, Celeste Taylor. And we're going to get back to Caitlin like after, right next, the next thing, after we go through the Big Ten. All right, first team, Caitlin Clark, J.C. Sheldon, Mackenzie Holmes, Alexis from Nebraska, and Cody McMahon from Ohio State, the big that I was talking about from Ohio State. Hold on, cuz. Let me figure out a way to get this thing. I'm trying to, let me see how I'm going to do this, y'all. But yes. That's the team. Freshman of the year, Natalie Ports. Sixth player of the year from Michigan State. I might butcher this name. I apologize. Theron Hollick. Coach of the year, Kevin McGuff from Ohio State. Natalie Potts wins Freshman of the Year. Celeste Taylor wins Defensive Player of the Year. Yes. Okay, Hannah, the big from Iowa, gets second team Big Ten. Wow, I forgot Cheyenne Sellers. But she's first team as well. Let me see if there's anybody else I want to shout out before we get into it. That's pretty much it. That's like the gist of everything it looks like. All right, y'all. Y'all ready? Okay. So let's get into it. The real talk. Skylar Diggins Smith. Shout out Skylar Diggins Smith. Sabria Whitaker was really just kind of like going on rants a little bit about people talking about Caitlin Clark and the emotion she has. And you know, shout out to Sabria. Sabria, a fan of the channel. Been on the channel before and everything like that a couple years ago. Brought me people. She brought me the who was it? The Slim interview with Brittany Sykes, and that's how I met. Like I said, Caitlin over there at Splash Squad. That's how I met her, was through Sabria. So salute to Sabria, everything she's doing. We appreciate you, Black Queen. We give you your flowers, Black Queen, everything like that. It's Women's History Month. We definitely want to salute you for everything you're doing for growing the game. Part of growing the game is debating. So I had to get that disclaimer to say debating. So it's kind of like, I felt like everything that, as y'all say about me, when I said something that wasn't like just like, oh, Caitlin Clark's the greatest ever, and it's the greatest since sliced bread, and y'all call me racist and dismissive, and a black man just can't see a white woman taking over something that black people are popular, like, you know what I mean? Everything that y'all said when y'all said, don't be a Cheryl, bro, which was coded, by the way, you know what I'm saying? I stand by that. And it ain't no victim mentality to believe that or whatever. I feel like a lot of those things that y'all say about me is some of the things that I see, I feel like, on an extreme level with some of these arguments that Sabria was making. Now, like I said, Sabria, salute to you, everything you're doing, and I understand what you're saying. You're adding context to it and making sure the history doesn't get washed up and people just hijack the history and retell the story for something that they got into right when it got popular and stuff like that. You want to tell an accurate depiction of what has happened and where we've come from, everything like that. So I salute you for that, Sabria. With that being said, I stand on what I said last night. We haven't seen any two college women's basketball players have the type of motion, clout, whatever you want to call it, following that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have had these past 2 years in the history of the game. We've never seen it. This level of popularity on a wide, mainstream, just pop culture level. We've never seen this. Shout out to Shamika Holsqua. Shout out to Cheryl Swoops. Shout out to Cheryl Miller. Shout out to Nancy Lieberman. Shout out to Kim Mulkey. Shout out to Lynette Woodard. Shout out to Pearl Moore. You know what I'm saying? Had to shout them out now. But I think Lynette Woodard and Pearl Moore are two great examples of that. Jokers, we ain't never heard of, you know what I'm saying, these legends. A lot of us haven't. I know I haven't. You know, you can act cooler than me and say, you know, you did know them. Salute to you if you did. Before this whole Caitlin Clark situation. So, but yes. Shout out to, who else we shouting out? Shout out, we want to shout out Rebecca Lobo? Shout out Rebecca Lobo. Heck, why not? Shout out to Candace Parker. Shout out to Maya Moore, Diana Taurasi, and Sue Bird. And salute to Skylar Diggins Smith, who was just Skylar Diggins at the time. And shout out to Brittany Griner. Okay, did we get all the big ones out the way? Those are all the big ones. Shout out to Elena Deldon. I believe those are all the like monster like figures in like college basketball and with crossing over pop culture and things of that nature. So I say all that to say none of them jokers have had, and let me not say jokers, that sounds dismissive. None of those people, those legends, those figures in our game had the type of motion that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have right now. And, you know what I mean? Like I say, shout out to, I feel like Candace Parker was pretty big, and Skylar Diggins was pretty big. Brittany Griner was pretty big. But, like, even in that recent 20-year span, nah, bro. It hasn't, bro. Like, and it's different. Like, Sabria pointed out how Sky had Lil Wayne at the games. Dang. Okay. So it's crazy. Oh, shout out to Asia Wilson. I'm tripping. Shout out Asia Wilson. Oh my gosh, don't get me y'all. But Sabria tweeted like 2 big things with dumps of Skylar Diggins Smith, and it was funny because Skylar Diggins didn't quote tweet the one with with Wayne. But yeah, Skylar Diggins had Wayne coming to the games, everything like that. Salute. But Wayne is like a known sports fan. Like Drake was a known sports fan and a sports guy. Like Drake was just watching Louisville and Haley Van Lift last year and shouting them out on Instagram. And he shouted out like I said, he shouted out Liz Cambage in Sicko Mode. Wet like I'm booked. Wet like I'm Lizzie. And you know, he showed love to Liz and everything like that. You know, Drake, he always shows love. Excuse me. But I think what we're seeing with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is like, it's going beyond just the people who like basketball, bro. I mean, who are like, you know, very into sports and stuff like that. It's just going to the casual fan or the casual person, and you know what I'm saying, knows who Caitlin Clark is or knows who Angel Reese is. They've heard of them. And it's in large part thanks to this moment and everything like that like really took it to that next level in the championship game and starting off that conversation around America. And you know what I mean? It just is what it is, bro. I've never seen it, bro. And like I said, respect to all the legends we just shouted out, but like they were big in their towns, they were big within the landscape of college basketball, and they were huge within the landscape of women's college basketball. So I'm not saying that they didn't sell out arenas, they didn't have people lined up down the street, everything like that. What I'm saying is the type of impact beyond just the world of college basketball and women's college basketball. Caitlin is, yeah, you could say that. Look around. Let's look around. Let's think about it. Caitlin is the biggest person in college athletics right now. She's bigger than Jaden Daniels. She's bigger than Michael Penix. She's bigger than Caleb Williams. She is. Paige Beckers, before that, Paige Beckers was bigger than everybody in college athletics. She was bigger than whoever you can name in college football at the time, and she was bigger than anybody in men's college basketball. I mean, this is just the facts. But Caitlin, I never seen this jump before, bro, of like this level of attention and everything like that on a level beyond just basketball, but just in pop culture. You know what I mean? So that's me. Would it have been different if Candace Parker had NIL and Candace Parker was in commercials, or Skylar Diggins was in commercials when she was in college and stuff like that? Might have been. But this is the era that I feel like, you know, perfect storm for Caitlin and Angel Reese, to where those two are where they are. Like, Angel Reese was in the Put It On the Flow video, bro. Put It On the Flow was like, dare I say, the biggest song of the summer last year for rap music, for hip-hop and the hip-hop culture and stuff like that. The Put It On the Flow remix for Cardi B, and shout out to Lotto, Southside. Shout out to Nicia, Southside. But yeah, like, that we ain't never seen that type of motion, bro. And it's different from one person going to a game, showing love, showing support, things of that nature, versus like what's going on, bro, right now. And we can't diminish that, bro. You know what I mean? I feel like there's got to be a level of like, okay, bro, like we can't diminish that. And Juju got motion too. So salute to Juju having motion, everything like that. Juju been had motion. Just being in LA, I think growing up in LA meant a lot. Yeah. And here is the game, 2 Chainz, and Chris Brown at the high school game when Juju was in high school at Sierra Canyon. But that was also because of the Sierra Canyon had the doubleheader that day, I believe, at USC. And the boys' team was playing afterwards. So, a lot of people were coming to support Bronny and also Juju. Juju was a superstar because of Clutch, too. Clutch helped a lot. Transferring to Sierra Canyon helped a lot. Like, you know what I mean? Things like that. But salute to Juju. She's huge on the West Coast. She's huge in America now. But, like, on the West Coast in L.A., she's huge, dog. Like, she can't even be regular for real. But, yes, this is Steph at Stanford. This is Dak supporting his team at Mississippi State. And this is the Obamas and Craig Robinson at, who is this, Princeton? But one of them schools. Yes. But, okay, yeah. So, I respect what Sabri is saying here, but you can't say that Caitlin Clark ain't the biggest thing that we've ever seen in women's basketball. And I'll say / Angel Reese because she's up there too. You can't say Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese aren't the biggest thing we ever seen in women's college basketball, bro. I've never seen it, bro. I've never seen something like this. On this level of a casual fan in sports, everybody know who they are. I've never seen it. So, that's my little take. That's my little rant. This was another 27-minute video. If you're new to the channel, this is the Road of Podcast. My name is John Milligan. Until next time, please take care of... Wait, hold on. I do want to say this, and this is random, has nothing to do with basketball. I just listened to Mike's new album, bro. Bro. Mike been on a run. Can we talk about it? The last 3 albums for Mike, being crazy, dog. And this one, he sounding like a 25-year-old, bro. Like, because Mike is like 25, but he rapped like an old head. You know what I mean? Like, very lyrical, spiritual. But, like, this is like the song Real Hip Hop he got with Neon Tay and Earl Sweatshirt. That's like this entire album. And he sounded like a 25-year-old. And it's pretty cool. Is of him just saying, like, like, I could do the swaggy stuff too. So, salute to Mike. Amazing album. Tony Snow's on the album. Shout out to Tony. Shout out to Tony. It's an album with Mike's album is with Tony Seltzer, and I assume that's the producer. And he did his thing too. And the album is called Pinball. And who else is on it? Jay Critch is on the album as well. Earl Sweatshirt is on the album as well. And Neon Tay is on the album. I believe those are all the listed features. But yeah, I just listened to it while I was like cleaning up and washing dishes and stuff. It was a great album. So salute to Mike. You on the run. And folks got to acknowledge it at some point. That's all I got to say. All right, peace out, y'all.